What's up, all you action figure collectors and toy enthusiasts out there? It's time for Alternate Heads, the Toy Talking Podcast. I am Jason the X, the guy over there. What the hell is this?
Hey, Jason? I know I'm a little late.
What are you doing?
I took a wrong turn in the studio. Is there a reason you have an entire room dedicated specifically to RC from Transformers? And specifically, why is there a life-size, very realistic RC statue?
First off, if it was life-size, it would be very, very large.
Yeah, that raises more questions.
Go sit your ass down anyway.
The viewers need to know!
No, they do not need to know anything that happens up in here. There's too many people in here anyway. Sit down.
I'm comfortable with the amount of rooms you have dedicated to Ultimate.
First off, I have one main room dedicated.
One main room dedicated for public viewing.
Here. Yeah, public viewing. But anyway, what is up, everybody? I'm Jason the X. The guy over there is Nathan. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, buddy!
So we took last weekend off. I know we do this every bi-weekly, but we took last week. It was the holidays. Hey, it's a holiday. But, it was slower, so...
Hey, look,
I think it's good that we waited a week anyway, because there was stuff that came out.
If manga artists can make me wait for holidays, you can wait for a toy show.
Or Mezco, waiting for any toy from Mezco.
Or anything. I mean, okay, look, it's not like it's the end of the world. You still got us. I know Super Cool Nerd Show ended for the season, but you got us.
Well, if you watch the channel,
and a new show
video coming out. So
a brand new show that I'll talk about at the end of the episode.
There's also a new video coming out. It's Nate and I went discount toy hunting, which was a lot of fun. The video's it's on YouTube right now.
We wanted.
I just got to create a
It was funny.
thumbnail.
We went into that idea thinking we'd find nothing.
Yeah,
we both found, and it wasn't planned, 3 things.
Yeah, that's a good haul, and also a cheap haul.
Are they on the table? No.
One of mine is.
One of yours is.
I already put the Vision and the Ronin Accuser. I put there on my villain shelf and my Avenger shelf over there.
Yeah.
But I did get that Nemesis Prime over there. And you know what? Let's just we're going right into
new acquisitions.
But
if you want to know,
we had some fun doing toy hunting. Hit up an Ollie's, a Ross, a Burlington Coat Factory.
If you want to find out what I got, watch the video.
And there were some shenanigans too, which do not do anything nice for anybody ever. Watch the video, it's so funny.
The line was so long, okay? I was trying to be nice.
And boy, people be going to Ross, I tell you. So anyway, y'all know how we started everything off with. Let's go into some new acquisitions. And we got them on the table, Nate. Let's start with, you go ahead and kick it off.
Sure.
You got a little bit more stuff
I haven't talked about this line in forever and a day, and I got 3 on the table. I have some new Dragon Ball figurines from Bandai. So these are very cheap figures. They're not particularly amazing. They're never going to win figure of the year. However, I really enjoy Dragon Ball. And Walmart, weirdly, has been getting new stuff. And I haven't seen them in GameStops or anything lately. And these 3 in particular have been on my Amazon list for a while.
I see them in Target, but I think it's...
They're always older stuff. That's the thing, though. It's always an older wave. And these used to be really easy to find. I would find them in GameStop all the time. They used to do Build-A-Figure things, but they released half the wave, and then they would release the other half. It was weird. But I always really loved Dragon Ball, and they've been going back and fixing up some of their lines. But recently, these 3 I picked up because they've been on my wish list for a while, and on my Amazon, they have been going in and out. You can barely catch them. But thanks to Walmart, I managed to find Ultimate Gohan from Dragon Ball Super's movie.
See that?
I managed to pick up from, I think that's from GT. I didn't really watch GT, but that was Omega Shenron, and he looked awesome. Mm-hmm. And then I picked up also Gohan Beast from the new movie as well.
Okay, first off, those look like the same figure. Just different head.
So that's the thing about most of these figures, and here's the only reason why I don't mind it. Because they do that shit in
the tooling.
It's like that in the actual series.
They got the tooling, so
they
why
just
not?
change. They literally can redo the exact same figure and just change the hair color.
This is true.
And
that could have been a swappable head.
It's super easy. Oh yeah, I've done that. I've made that custom. I've literally just been
those 2 figures could have been a swappable head.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Anyway, I had my turn. Your turn.
Okay, right behind there. Just from our toy haul, I did get the Nemesis Prime. That was a Walmart exclusive, their Velocitron line. It's just a black repaint of G2 Laser Optimus Prime, but I kind of like that design. It was also nice to That was normally like a $50 figure.
What was funny about that figure too is it was right at the front of the store. We got up.
We saw a couple more, like 2 more.
But it was the way it's not on video.
Yeah, we snatched it
but
up.
It was like the moment we walked into the store, Jason like beelined for it. He saw it and went, "Excuse me."
Yeah, if you see the video, you'll see it was more like, "Oh, now let me get the camera."
It was like watching Shakespeare unfold. It was wild. Speaking of which, let me tell you about Shakespeare after the show. This is different.
Okay, then.
Just remind me.
Okay, cool. So next up is you on the table there.
I managed to pick up from okay, I'm going to tell a story from this because this just made me laugh. So I went and saw a brand new movie, which again, we can talk about later. After I left that movie, I went to Books A Million, right? And inside, they had new figures.
Where's Books A Million?
For me, it's super close to me. But Books, like you,
because I know there's one over like Grapevine.
Yeah, for me, it's all the way in Sherman. However, the thing about Books A Million is I picked up a brand new like Aragon book. Fun fact: if you've ever read that series, they're fun.
The Dragon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
There's a brand new one that just came out.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I walked in and it was there and I went, no. And they went, this is a good jumping point because it's a different character, same world. Fun fact.
Oh.
That's something, a topic.
Anyway,
that's it. We have another show for this.
Yes.
Anyway, they have like a whole bunch of like figurines. Go check out Books A Million now because they have like a toy section.
Price range on those?
So
is it MTC prices or?
Unfortunately, I picked up Indy here for $30, which is a $5 difference. Yes, but I was looking for Old Man Indy because I haven't seen the new movie. It's on Disney Plus now. But I have decided that, with all of the other lines going away, might as well get back into the Indiana Jones wave. So I picked up Indy.
I think you can get some of those on eBay.
You can't find them in Target anymore. You can only find like the one thing.
They've got just the one gone. Disguised Indy right now.
Anyway, your turn. Actually, this is go with the one you have only, and then we can talk about our joint.
Oh, well, I got the Xanatos figure from the NECA Gargoyles line. Pretty cool figure. I mean, I did pick up the armored version of him in like the suit, but this is just it's a guy wearing a suit. But I did like that. He was an evil character on that show.
Hey, you gotta have a good villain.
And also that was a bad angle because it looks like he's holding like a starburst in his hand or whatever. But anyway, the next one right behind that, we got the
we ended up doing this jointly too. I ended up picking up it as well. It's the Marvel Legends Agent Venom 2-pack.
What's this character's name?
I don't remember her name. I'm a little out of touch when it comes to the comics right now. But I know that's an old big. Don't worry, while you Google, I'll info dump. That's what I'll do. That's an old Build-A-Figure from 2014.
Which one I did not have, so I was kind of like, all right.
That may be 2016. That might actually be from Guardians of the Galaxy 2. But anyway. I didn't pick up that figure either.
Mania and Space Knight. Yeah.
I didn't pick up that Agent Venom.
Well, he was a Build-A-Figure, so
And that was also back then when it was comic book wave. They would do like half comic book, half movie.
Right.
And I didn't care about the comic figures. I just didn't. I didn't pick that one up, but I'm glad I have it now.
But honestly, we got an extra head and 2 large. Venom attack pieces.
I only like one of them. I threw the other one away.
I thought it was just a little something extra since they are just reissuing a figure.
Yeah, it's fine.
Give us an extra. I don't know if that extra head came with the original.
No, it did not.
It did not.
It did not. That is a brand new sculpted head specifically for this line.
Which is weird because y'all did release this figure already. You bastards. Right? The Mania figure is nice. I like
Mania is good. And especially with Spider-Man 2 having been out, everything that has to do with like new symbiotes, I'm all for. So I'm good. I'm happy with it.
Cool.
All right,
let's keep going. That's
couple of things. I'm gonna kind of skip over one of them. I brought these 2 here.
Explain these.
I got these back in June. Okay, I never brought them to the table, but I figured that they'd be nice to see. These are a company called ZD Toys. You can't find them here in America. Fun fact.
I wonder why.
I got them overseas. They're actually not bad. So here's the thing. I know they look cheap and clunky at times, but they actually do have well sculpted. Jason, would you like to guess how much these figures were?
How much?
$15. They were not a lot.
I would ask you to toss me one, but I don't know if you feel comfortable doing that.
I'll check them probably out not.
I'll check them out later.
But like ultimately,
I want to see the quality on this.
Like they don't wiggle. Like they do stay in place. They came with a buttload of accessories.
So they don't wiggle. They fold.
The point is like I loved figures like these. Like sometimes the joints can be a little bit loose.
Ooh, boy, look at that.
But the thing is like
I'm glad I put the camera on you to show this.
But it still holds. Like that's the thing.
Sure.
But I liked these because if you're looking for like an Iron Man style,
a little bit of the waxy stuff you need there, buddy.
Give me a little bit of that white stuff. You know what I mean? Anyway, If you have
like a couple minutes in, and we'll probably demonetize.
We've made worse. Okay.
10 minutes in. Okay.
Anyway, these figures are really good. I think if you come across them, I would say that these are worth looking into because of the fact that they pick designs that we haven't gotten. I have 2 other ZD Toys figures, and they are like these weird cosmic versions of Star-Lord and Rocket from like a video game that no one's ever heard of before, but it exists. But they're cheap. They look nice. They sell really well overseas. And as you can see, like they have a better paint because I have both these armors. We talked about
paint
this before.
Paint apps are nice.
We talked about this before. This figure came out so long ago. I have that Marvel Legends. I can't. It's old, but I love this suit and I love this suit. Like I love both of them, but you know, they're not remaking them. Unlike the Iron Man. Yet. Unlike the new Marvel Legends Infinity Saga continuation with Mark 46, here's the thing about this Infinity Saga
I'm so glad I bought that couch, by the way.
They are all reuse. Like, if you look at it, every single one of those figures in that new line is reuse, but I will still be getting some of them. I saw Thor today with this one. I saw the Captain America, which I already used. That was an easy custom. You know what it was? You use the old body, and then you use that like Walmart exclusive Endgame head. If you already had one of them, just pop that bad boy off and you put it together, and the colors match perfectly. And I also saw War Machine, which looked no different. So I will say, coming from I always collect all of the MCU figures, this is a wave that you could definitely pass on. But this is a wave you can go back and get stuff if you wanted to.
I'm fully gonna pass. Like, I might get the Bruce Banner.
I will get the Bruce Banner. Okay, I will get the Mark II because we haven't gotten an updated Mark II. It's the silver suit.
I don't give a shit.
So I do. I like all Iron Man flavors. That's just what I do. Which is why I picked up this one, because I like this color better, and also because my old one is kind of warped.
Okay, cool.
And then I will be picking up Spider-Man Civil War stuff because I was just like Spider-Man. It is what it is.
He's a shill. Anyway,
I'll go ahead and keep going since I was here anyway. Jason, while I was picking up that brand new Mark 46, I came across something stupid, and now I'm in. I found the Jada Toys.
You should have saved this for On the Fence, but go ahead. It is a new pickup.
I didn't even think about it.
It's a new pickup. So
I picked up the Jada Toys.
Counting this as your On the Fence.
Sure.
Booberry.
I have jumped over. I picked up Booberry. What's cool about this, take the little weird box design. So they have nutritional facts, but it's what comes with it. It tells you how many accessories, how many paint, like what's going on. It's weirdly detailed for what it is.
I'm liking.
That's kind of adorable. This is just a poorly version because it's a ghost. All right, so there's not a lot of articulation.
He was a ghost.
There's not a lot that's going on there.
But he does have like 360 joints on the arms. You know?
The wrists do move.
Okay.
What really blew us away though when I was opening it is this little accessory right here of his cereal box. We thought this was going to be a cheaped out cardboard version. It's solid. It's solid plastic.
He tried to toss it across the room to me. He missed.
The weight is a little funky.
It hit the floor. I mean, it sounded solid.
It's solid. Jason, if we're gonna talk about this as like it's an On the Fence, I'm fucking over. I jumped it. I'm in. Give me all the mascots. It's stupid, and I love it.
All right, well, I got a big boy.
Yeah, you go now.
So, I love Masterpiece Transformers, especially some of the movieverse stuff. This is the MPM Bone Crusher from the first Transformers movie. He is big, he is chunky. I actually had him on pre-order with Hasbro.
He is enormous.
But I saw that Target locally had it.
That's wild.
Just did pick up in store and went and got it. It is a huge character. If you see some of the other like Masterpiece movie figures I got down there, I don't know where exactly
they're enormous. But a good way to check its scale itself is I'll talk about this here in a second. But he's standing next to a new G.I. Joe Classified and a NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle,
and he's wide. And too. He's not just big. He's wide.
This boy is thick.
Also, he had a different like head sculpt. Oops, just dropping stuff. Not a head, interchangeable head.
Your desk is more cluttered than mine ever will be.
So you can do like when Optimus punched the crap out of him on the freeway.
Yeah.
And he's got a different, because it is an actual, the Bone Crusher is a mine clearing vehicle used in the military. So he's got like interchangeable claws and everything. The flame effects are interchangeable. It's a good figure. It's got some die-cast metal in it too. Yeah, I dig it. There's really only one more to go from the movieverse Transformers, and that was the tank.
Yeah.
So if they ever make him, we'll have a complete movie one. They did complete the Autobots for movie one. I got them up there. So it makes sense they're going to do the last one. We just don't know when.
Exactly.
But anyway, back to the table. So you got in front of there.
So here, this is a weird one for me because I myself have stated multiple times that I do like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but I don't go out and collect a lot of them because there's just some hit and misses. But I saw this one at Best Buy. And I was walking through, and this Wanderer design just really piqued my interest. So I went ahead and I picked them up. I picked up the brand new just NECA Wanderer. It looks cool. I liked it. So I got him. Your turn, and I'm gonna have you go. I'm gonna have you go twice. I want you to talk about the one at the very end of the table, and then your Joe.
Okay, so I got my camera back here. So okay,
hey, you know, tech issues happens. We just fixed
moving down here. So yeah, we're gonna be closing out on the one. So I was able to get the Night Force Big Ben from G.I. Joe Classified. He's a Walmart exclusive, and you know how much of a pain in the ass those are.
I'll find them in 6 months at Ollie's.
But I'm still looking for the Range Viper that was also an exclusive with him. Only, I mean, if I want to pay like $53 on Walmart.com for it.
Of course.
But the Big Ben character is very nice. Comes with a lot of guns. He's a good G.I. Joe Classified line. And I'm still looking for that Range Viper. But next to that, we have our dual pickup here.
So, I'm going to go into a little bit of a detail about this. I have been waiting for years.
Oh, wait, should I go on to that last one?
Yeah, just go for the last one.
Okay, so this one is disappointing, unfortunately. I was on the fence about the League of Legends line.
Hey, look at that. It's another on the fence.
Well, then we're cheating, but we did buy them. So, yeah, I guess it does count. They're purchases. I know you've had some experience with this line. So, I saw Ash. I like Ash. She's one of my favorite characters.
I don't know anything about... I want to... Blasphemous as this may be, a former person I'm close to was a huge... Like, a lot of people I know, they really love League of Legends. And personally, I have played the game before. I'm not good at it. I am good at a bunch of random weird shit, but sometimes League of Legends characters look awesome. I personally picked up the first 2 figures that came out with that wave. They were okay. I didn't like them.
And I found it weird that they went with those instead of more popular characters. So I know they also do a 4-inch line of those.
They do a 4-inch. I don't really touch the 4-inch stuff anymore. But when it comes to like the 6-inch, 1/12 scale, I did pick up those first 2, and I didn't really like them. I wasn't involved with them.
Didn't you get the Monkey King?
And then I got Wukong.
Okay.
Who I fell in love with. That figure is horrible. Let me explain. So I love that figure. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Like, it's not a top 10 figure. It's personally just great to me because I love the wacky proportions. I think the design is great. Its articulation is a little wonky because it's got the traffic cone effect kind of going on with it. But ultimately, that figure is absolutely amazing to the point where I would want to keep going. It's just that it doesn't really match with most of my other stuff. It's kind of its own thing. When I moved, I brought Wukong with me because I loved that figure so much.
Okay.
But then they just like most things, they disappeared on the shelves. Yeah. And reappeared online everywhere else.
So I picked this up off Amazon. It was $10.
Yeah, and that's a good price.
I like Ash, so I was like, okay, cool, I'll check it out. But honestly, getting the character in hand, like you start to like notice things. Like the molding is, you can see the lines on the molding. The pins are totally mismatched on the arms and stuff.
They cheaped out.
It has a hard time staying on even the stand that it's on.
So here's the thing: the problem with these figures isn't the fact that they're not good figures. I'll be honest with you.
And this is
these could be amazing. The problem with these figures is they cheap out in the weirdest ways. Like I said, these plastics are hard. This makes it like this is a traffic cone, which makes it, even though it's a short skirt, you can't move her.
Spin Masters.
You can't move her stuff. Yeah, Spin
and
Masters.
Her joints are very.
Spin Masters made freaking
DC figures for a while.
Yeah, they did a lot of good stuff. And like even then, like these designs, they're cartoony, but they match what looks there. Like this is a good.
I have no arguments with the paint quality. It's more the construction.
This is a good figure for $10, but unfortunately, the way that I can best describe it to you is this is a good figure to play with, but it's going to end up in a tub.
Unfortunately, I like the aesthetic and everything. I thought it would be cool, but it's like things like the quiver doesn't sit in a good area.
No, this is awkward and clunky. Like, I see what they tried to do here with this, but it's like they were like, oh, well, we haven't put out a League figure in a while. Let's rush one out. And then they just didn't do... Like this,
and honestly, I don't see anything else from the line. So
there's not a lot going on with it. Like, of
I'm
course,
guessing the 6-inch.
My big thing is if I look at the reason I picked up the first two wasn't because I just wanted to try them out. If it's a cool looking toy, I'll buy a cool looking toy. So like that's the thing with League of Legends figures. Like I will buy League of Legends figures just because they look cool.
Apex figures because they look cool.
We bought Apex. Yeah, I play Apex. I used to play Apex. I haven't played it in a while. But point is, I played Apex. Yeah. We did the same thing with Overwatch. I don't play Overwatch, but those designs were designs were cool. Fortnite. I love the hell out of Fortnite.
Only to troll my kid, but
I do play Fortnite pretty regularly. I love the game when you do no build, but the designs are what really drew me in. Like those designs were amazing. Yes. I will buy stupid looking figures for no reason other than the fact that I want some.
Quite a few of those in our discount visit too.
Anyway,
moving on to what the joint pickup this week was.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yes. I was able to pretty much get the line just at retail. I was able to cancel my Hasbro Pulse order.
So I
only got the 3 Spider-Men though. So I didn't get everybody else.
I ordered them on Amazon initially. The problem is we felt the same thing that with Target. The Target stuff was you got one per like whatever. So there's 6 figures in the wave. Our Targets do the same thing where it's like we get 6 figures of 1. That's it. Like I went to one Target and I found Toby. I already own Toby because I got the 3-pack, but I got him again because I wanted the unmasked Toby.
Yeah, I'm glad I did not get that pack now.
Yeah, now I am because now I have an unmasked Toby and a masked Toby. But the thing about like
or the pack is still available.
But I got mine off of Amazon. I canceled one, so we technically did not get every figure. You are missing MJ. I did get her.
No, I'm gonna get her.
She's not on the table. She is a good figure. I will say that MJ is a good solid figure. She's not breaking boundaries or anything, but she's great. I did not pick up Daredevil, and the reason for it is because I don't like the head sculpt. I made a custom Matt Murdock figure back when we got the San Diego Comic-Con 5-pack from the Defenders. It came with an unmasked Charlie Cox head. I used that one. It looks great. But this one, if you look at reviews and stuff online, the glasses for some reason look like spectacles, not like glasses. So I think that's kind of like hurting it a bit. But we both picked up Andrew as well. I got mine through Amazon. You got yours through Target.
Yep.
Great figure.
Yeah, and it just store pickup too.
The Toby and Andrew figures are phenomenal.
They really
are. Sandman is okay.
Is it literally the same figure from the pick?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're the exact same.
Okay.
Sandman.
Go ahead.
The 3-pack though does give you like an updated
more
version
hands.
of. Oh no, the 3-pack does give you more hands, but the update it's mainly for Tom. You get an updated version of that figure with the web lines. You get the accurate hands. It turns the gray into more of like a purplish.
Oh, he's got the web lines.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
mine does not.
No, for some reason they didn't do that. But the 3-pack had web lines and gave you the right hands and stuff. It was an okay difference, but I don't feel like it's as big of a difference now. Sandman's okay. Sandman's a pretty good, accurate depiction of what was on screen. Came with good accessories.
Not sure about the
I'm going to skip the last Spider-Man thought for a little bit. But Jason, you and I both picked up...
Oh, we just fell there.
Oh, he's getting old. We just picked up the Green Goblin Deluxe.
I gotta say, this I know we complain about deluxe figures every now and then. This feels like a deluxe. That glider is like a whole other figure.
I bought 2 of them.
Articulation on the glider, different head. Speaking of which, oh yeah, it's over here.
He came with
got the armored head, the removable goggles. You can take the hood off and everything. But also, I know that we've gotten that stand with like everything, that tri-stand. And I saw somebody say they put some heat to a Fortnite glider stand, and they were able to get it in there. Which I didn't want to do that because I still want to be able to use that little one if it comes with it. So I just sand it down. Just there's like nubs on there. I sanded those down real quick. Fits perfectly.
Yeah. It looks
and
great.
I like that it sits up a little bit higher. It's going to look better on my shelf.
Yeah.
So just, you know, a thought if anybody's out there. Also, drop a little bit of the white stuff in there on that joint.
Yeah.
Because it is a little bit heavier. The Fortnite glider's kind of hung from there.
Yeah.
Whereas this one's sitting on top. But
I will say something great. Like I said earlier, I picked up two. I picked up two of them because I wanted one that looks just like the way you have here because depictions from the movie was phenomenal. But the second reason is because you can take off the purple parts of the thing. It takes a little finesse to do so, but if you can take them off and you can get a pretty relatively close accurate version of Tobey's Green Goblin. Because I mean, yeah, it has all the extra like flair and stuff that's been like sculpted in.
Yeah.
But it looks relatively close. You could probably take this part off too, but I didn't. I kind of liked the extra flair that it came with. But then
I'm okay with it as is.
But then you have extra headpieces, so I was able to pop the Norman head sculpt onto a suited body that was green from the old Charles Xavier Deluxe that we got.
Oh, okay.
Made a great looking Norman Osborn. And then I threw together...
Did you have to do, the head sits on perfectly?
It sits on pretty much perfectly.
Get the...
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
It sits. It's a little skinny, but that's an old body.
It does what it does. I actually wanted to use the hood for cool youth pastor Tobey. Which it works. I actually tried it out. It does work.
It does work.
Yeah.
The other thing that I did is I made just like a Green Goblin custom of my own because I really like the comic look, but I love that helmet. And you can do a lot of extra stuff with the parts. This Green Goblin figure, I will be honest with you, is probably in top 10 figures of the year, which we will probably go over the next show that we do.
Probably need to start compiling that list here very soon.
But that Green Goblin, in my opinion, is up there. For sure.
Okay.
However,
so let's talk about the spiders.
Yes. Okay. Do you want to talk about Tobey and Andrew first, then?
Yeah.
Even though we briefly touched on them.
I like them both. I think they cheaped out on hands.
I did. They agree. I agree.
So
I know that a lot of people
is kind of looking.
I know for a fact. I love the 3-pack. Don't get me wrong, but I
not for those Amazon prices though.
I know for a fact people are not completely happy with Tobey. I don't know why. I personally think people don't like the proportions, people don't like the web lines, people don't like a lot of things. Now, admittedly, I just got through with watching all 3 of Tobey's movies again, like this past week. The suits are brighter than they're supposed to be. Like, Tobey's was definitely more of like a navy color than it was. I don't care! This is Tobey! I am just so happy
and
we
mine
have
has
this.
A line over like one of the eyes.
I noticed that.
Yeah, it's a bit off-putting.
It can be. But ultimately, if you want, Jason, I have an extra Tobey head. Like
masked head.
The masked head.
Okay.
I'll just give you that.
Okay, cool.
Because like I said, one's a Tobey head, one's going to be this. So it's fine. But this is, I find those spiders fine. They're great. I'm so excited. If you go back and look at the old stuff that we have, these blow those out of the water. There's no reason for us to complain.
Oh, that pack's out of stock anyway. So, oh well. Yeah. Hasbro EU. Otherwise, I'm happy with Andrew as well. The head sculpt, I think, is perfect for him.
They're perfect.
Just like I said, same complaint, less hands, but dude, I've got all 3 Spider-Man sitting there. Like, ever since that movie, I've been like, I need updated figures. Please go back on some of these properties, Hasbro. Like, I'm still contending. I want that Blade figure one day. But these look great. I love the drop-down hips. They're pinless.
Jason.
Articulation there. What?
Spoiler. No Way Home. Final suit. Tom Holland figure of the year for me. I guarantee you in the next show that this will be #1 on the list.
Okay.
You have, for me, this is the perfect Spider-Man figure. And I will explain. One, the proportions are amazing. It looks like a Spider-Man. You could make this one, you could make an argument that this is a teenager. You could make an argument that this is an adult. It is perfect.
Yes.
It's not overly tiny, which was a problem with all MCU Spider-Man so far, which was fine. He's short. But if you look at it compared to anyone else, they raised him up. He's taller now.
He's a growing boy.
Exactly.
Well, he's a grown adult. I'm not really kidding.
He has the accurate colors. They gave us web lines that are sculpted. They gave us texturing. This figure could fit into both comic and to MCU. That's why I bought 2 of them. I am so freaking happy with this figure that I have been carrying it around nonstop since I got it. This is my figure of the year, hands down.
He was the first one that I found. I actually did just find him. And wow. I love the portrait is what nailed it. Yeah. Because up until now, our portraits of Tom have been
hit or miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to say okay.
I will say there is only one complaint from an MCU standpoint, though. This does not have the right blues. The MCU final suit swing
is very
shiny light blue. But
we literally saw it like briefly.
Yeah, we briefly saw it.
Snow.
Yeah, and that could change. We don't know. But I am telling you for a fact, I love this toy. This is my favorite action figure I have gotten all year.
Okay. One more thing, like before we get off of new acquisitions, we got one just as we're going on air, and this time I'm not going to show my address. You might see there's a cut there. Believe me, knowing where I live would not help you at all. But anyway, want to talk about Shozy Store's packaging here. Wrapped in plastic, cardboard box, with corner protectors. This is like stuff they do for Hasbro Pulse items.
Uh-huh.
And so I've been buying Legend Scale Transformers ever since I bought an Optimus Prime from Toy Dojo down in Austin. And I'm going to show this image briefly, but this is what my desk looks like now. If you ever were watching this show and you saw me brag about that one little tiny Optimus Prime that I said was great, yeah, this is a picture from my desk at work. Of New Age. I'm only doing New Age Legend Scale Transformers. Don't judge me. But anyway, that's 2 Dinobots down, but I did just a swoop from Shozy Store, which not bad on shipping. It's 2 weeks pretty much.
No, that's not terrible.
2 weeks from, yeah. It's not
2
bad.
weeks feels like forever when you don't have any idea of when something's going to show up and you want it.
So I'll get that opened up a little bit later on. But so getting into pre-orders of the week. A while ago, so I pre-order a lot of Masterpiece Transformers from Amazon when I can, from Amazon JP, just because I can get them at some cheaper prices. Because
of course,
you know, Japanese don't care about that American show. But they had recently blocked Americans from pre-ordering certain toys at discount prices. That's now changed as of November 23rd. They actually let us start getting it at the best price that was available, but before it was like we couldn't even see that. They were actually blocking American IPs from seeing it at that discounted rate. Well, that's over with now, and I did do a pre-order of MP59 Beast Wars Rhinox, who looks very cool. Let's see, we were getting a 31% discount on Amazon Japan, which made me cancel my one on Hasbro Pulse. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I can't not.
I'll wait a little bit of extra time for shipping if it means that I can pay less.
Yeah, I mean, and honestly, we were saying stuff about the shipping was a little bit more now since they stopped using DHL, but they started using FedEx to like complete the last leg of the journey.
The thing about it is they've been using ECMS.
Yes, ECMS.
But the thing is they still use DHL. You just don't get a choice. It just picks for you. Like it just says international shipping, and then Amazon takes control whether or not they decide to go DHL or not.
But still, with the recent mechs that I ordered from Super Sentai, which thank you for that influence there. And that's also a review up on the channel. Go check out the...
Did you end up putting them on the show?
Super articulated...
There's King Oger.
Oh, wait. No, but
the full revolve,
Kyogen is over there. But yeah, I did get the King Oger mech. Thank you. It's very nice. And it was at a deep discount on Amazon.
It's great.
I couldn't pass it up. I think it was like...
I told you it would scale well.
I think it was $30.
Yeah, I told you. It scales well.
It does scale well. I mean, I think this is the preferred scale that we need to go. And he's sitting up there right next to the Zap Megazord. So they look good together. I haven't put Kyogen up there just because I'm honestly messing around with it. But anyway, he was like $30. So I went on and got him with the super articulated Kyogen. But yeah, that's my pre-order for the week. What did you get this week?
I pre-ordered the SH Figuarts Kamen Rider Gotchard. But here's the cool thing. I didn't pre-order him on Amazon Japan. I pre-ordered him on Amazon. Just normal one for us.
There has been a lot more crossover with the stateside Amazon.
So I went ahead and pre-ordered him for normal Amazon. I do have a few more SH Figuarts that I intend to pre-order later. For example, the newest Kyoger Red Ranger is up for pre-order now.
Wait, the
Red Ranger that I showed you? Yeah.
Is he up for pre-order?
He is up for pre-order.
Is that wait?
On Amazon Japan, he is up for pre-order.
I'm looking at it. Okay, it is December 27th. Sorry, because honestly, we're gonna move into. Is that your only pre-order?
It's the only pre-order that I've officially made.
So right on the fence, I was looking at this figure. It looks super good. I cannot argue. That suit looks great.
It's one of your favorite suits too.
I love the weapon. Wait, we're talking about which one are we talking about? Oh, yeah, him. So I also saw the King Oger. So on the fence, I'm not on the fence about Kyoger.
Yeah,
I'm not. I'm getting him.
But Kuwagata.
The King is coming up in here. But yeah, the Kuwagata.
Kuwagata Oger.
I gotta admit, when you had it here, I'm on the fence.
You were looking at him.
Now
he's cheap too. He's not expensive.
Are we just going to get Red Rangers?
So from what I remember specifically about the research I've done was that primarily, and you might remember this too since you collected all of them, their mainline releases were always Red and Sixth. They only focused on those two, and then everything else was like a premium Bandai type of exclusive. I think they're going back to doing that because right now the only figures for Sentai that have been that are out there so far is pretty much the same thing. Because like even Murasame might be the first like 7th-ish Ranger that's kind of out there, but even if that's the case, which don't get me wrong, I'm loving King Oger. If they give me Spider, which is the current 6th Ranger right now, I will get him. But in the line of King Oger, the only ones that have been announced was Red Kuwagata and Silver Kuwagata, who is not he's like an evil ranger, but he's exactly the exact same. He's just a recolor though. So I think that we may be going back to just those. I would really, as much as my wallet would hate it, I would like to have the other figures because even though they're always the same molds, they're somehow $20 to $30 more. I would really like to at least get Spider. Spider is one of my favorite suits so far.
Cool. All right, so what's your on the fence? Oh wait, I had one more on the fence, and it's a really. So I collect Solar Chigokin stuff.
Yes, you do.
And I do like a couple of Gundam things. But this Gundam suit, the Gundam Ariel, I saw a Solar Chigokin version of this. Now, I saw it over at Kunikiya, which is that very expensive bookstore. It was a price I would never buy. But I gotta admit, I really like the aesthetic of this Gundam. I don't know if you've seen this one I'm particularly talking about, but
I think so.
There's also some Robot Spirit stuff that they made of that Gundam. It's a more streamlined kind of Gundam design. And I'll possibly put it on like my Christmas list, family suggestions or whatever. But I've also seen it at some pretty deep discounts on Amazon where it's getting harder and harder not to just ignore this thing. It would look good on my Solar Chigokin shelf. There's no room on that shelf. Anyway, as you can see, that shelf has been taken up from.
I don't know how you're gonna add more.
I added a shelf over there. I added a shelf over here. So I could put Street Fighter stuff up. Anyway, I'm on the fence, but it's a really cool design, I think. And I like the aesthetic of it. Also, the movie was pretty good. The Witch from Mercury? Yes. Absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends that voice act in that show, and it's hard to, for example, I got to, one of my friends, his name is Bradley Gareth. He played Guile. We both auditioned for that. But he got it. And now they're making an SH Figure Arts of his own character. How nice. Cool is that?
It's very cool. That's what it is.
Yeah, so it's exciting.
So what are you torn about this week?
So this happened to me yesterday. And this is not like a new kind of on the fence. Jason, I'm on the fence about Marvel Legends with certain things. I am an MCU fanboy, as you know. I am on the fence, as I've already said, about this new Infinity Saga wave with some of the figures I want to get. I'm on the fence about completing one. You already own the Ant-Man Cassie Build-A-Figure. I love that character, and I loved everything about it, but I cannot bring myself to buy the final 3 figures of Eggman, Crossfire, and Future Ant-Man. Like Future Ant-Man, I actually want. Like he's a good figure.
They suck.
Well, then just give me yours and I'll be happy. But I absolutely loved like that design.
But you don't have the Build-A-Figure.
I don't have the Build-A-Figure.
So you need it anyway.
But the thing is like I think I'll be okay with no Build-A-Figure of Cassie because I don't need a big Cassie in comparison.
I really wish they had made a smaller version.
Especially with upcoming like her coming into it. I feel like we're gonna get a small Cassie anyway.
But it's also like you could have done a small Cassie, but you chose
and
Eggman.
I chose to potentially get Eggman only because he's technically in the second movie, but the reason why was just because I was gonna pop off the Eggman head and put like either a Doc Ock or Norman's head on there.
Yeah, I don't want a villain who has a trait that I would probably make fun of somebody
like
for.
I really don't want
Crossfire.
that. I hate it.
He almost looks like he's gonna have an annoying European accent.
Like I'll give you this. I generally will pick up certain comic book figures if it means that I can make a custom. For example, like I try to make my own My Hero Academia related stuff. Like I'll make like personalized heroes. I cannot think of one that I would even want to do with that suit.
It's stupid looking.
Officially, as of like yesterday,
you're a ripoff of Deadshot.
Yeah, officially as of yesterday, I jumped off the fence to the other side and said, I'm not completing a Marvel Legends wave this year. I'm not getting that Cassie.
I literally only wanted it for the big Cassie.
So
and that's
I will have to mess with yours, so that way I can kind of make my opinion when we rank the Build-A-Figures for the year. But I will not be getting this.
Well, I liked it, but like I'm with you. Those other 3 figures are lame as hell. I mean, well, okay, you like the Ant-Man, blah blah blah.
I like the Future Ant-Man because I just like the design.
It looks like his head's. It looks like he's about to tip over because his head weighs too much.
I like the design, but still
sucks. And Crossfire. Look, I wear a bright red suit and I can shoot good. Oh, that's great. Hey, meet Frank Castle. You suck.
I've been on the fence with that since that line came out, and it was until yesterday that I held all 3 in my hands. I went to a Walmart to go buy a Christmas gift for somebody else. I could only do it
because they were on eBay for discounts.
I picked all 3 of them up. I was willing to pull the trigger just so I could go ahead.
How much were they when in hand?
Still 24. So I was holding them, and I was willing to go up to the front, and then I went, no. And as I got up to the front,
I totally understand you.
I still put them down. I can't do it.
I had to get them at discount, and that was like the one motivating factor. They got those other 3 fillers. Why didn't you do a small Cassie?
I know Ant-Man doesn't have a whole lot of characters going on, but like you have to think of it this way too. Like that movie had plenty of opportunity for a full MCU wave, right? We could have gotten a small Cassie. The Build-A-Figure could have been MODOK instead of freaking Big Cassie. So there's 2, and then all we would have is the remaining 2, but that would have given you the perfect opportunity to give me Hank and Janet.
I would have preferred the Laserface guy.
That too. I could have taken them.
I would say, or the warrior lady. I can't think of her name.
Exactly.
She would have been a much better choice.
There were so many characters in that movie that gave you the opportunity to have a full MCU line, and we didn't do it because we wanted to throw out B-Link. The problem with some of these characters is you give me these really crappy characters.
Also, they're remold uses
because you want to. You want to save money, and 2, because you're you liked the MCU stuff, so here's the Build-A-Figure. I just don't make my completionist side against me. I've done that on plenty of figures where I've been like, I might as well finish the set because I already have them. But when it came to these, you officially went too far for me, and I can't do it.
Yeah, I honestly put them on the shelf, and they're about to come off to make room for somebody that does not suck. But yeah. Also, hilariously, I texted my wife and sent her the Fallout trailer that just dropped today. God, and I love her response was just, holy shit, my wife loves Fallout.
It looks good.
Anyway. Okay, moving on to wish list. As always, Hasbro. Make Stingray, you cowards. Make Stingray, you cowards. There, I got my rant out of the way. So, now that they're going to make Stingray one way or another. I don't know what's gonna. So, let's talk wish list here. What do we want? And I'm gonna nail you specifically here. What do we want from Spider-Man now that we've got two characters from the movies? What do we want?
Okay. Well, we already know
let's
we already know that coming from Hasbro's mouth directly that the next two movie Spider-Man figures we're getting is Electro and Lizard. They already said that those figures are coming.
Okay.
So we're
getting sexy Electro.
So we're getting
not.
We are just gonna sit here and pretend like I ain't butt ass naked Electro. Like we're going for it, but I want to bring it another step back. I want 2 additional figures because we have the molds for it now.
Okay.
I want, and this is just partially being influenced by the fact that I have just rewatched all of the movies. I want black suited Venom Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3.
You want Topher?
I want Topher, but here's why.
Never trust anybody named Topher.
Not Venom. I'm not looking for Venom. Just give me this figure exactly again, just in all black. I'll buy it.
Oh God!
We have the mold now. There's no excuse.
Damn, I will.
I want black suited Tobey Maguire. Yeah, sure. I would take a Venom, kind of. I already have plenty of Venoms. I really don't care if we got Spider-Man 3's Venom, but I'm
kind of surprised. I'm shocked. I thought you would have jumped on a movie 3 Venom.
Movie 3 Venom would be easy, because you could just give me this exact figure again with an alternate head. I'll be honest with you.
I don't think you can do full-on movie.
You can't. But the point is, if
you would buy a black suited version,
I would buy a black suited version of Tobey.
And curse your logic, yes, I would too.
Exactly. But there's
also
one other.
Give us the different hairstyle.
That's my realistic one, right? Okay. Because that's easy to do. I want the Amazing Spider-Man suit from the first movie.
Yes.
We have that as a toy. Don't get me wrong. I loved that figure. I had it both in 4-inch scale, and I got him in 6-inch.
We had that Lizard too. I still have it.
If you're gonna remake the Lizard for me because he was in No Way Home, can I get that suit? Because that suit was great. I loved that suit. Sure, I love Amazing Spider-Man suit 2 more, but if you're gonna just go ahead and give me all of this extra other stuff, can I not have just that suit?
Okay, drop it in. We gotta have. I think it's important to us put in movie 1 Mary Jane.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I can get behind that.
So we're building a wave here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's make another movie wave.
Let's go ahead.
Okay, cool. So if
we're doing Spider-Verse.
We got Spider-Man figures from there.
So we could throw in the Electro.
Let's exclude those 2 because we already know they're on their way, and we can't get a wave. We know that's not going to happen.
Okay, it's going to be harder to build then.
Not if you consider it as a retro figure, retro pack wave like we did with this one.
Okay.
I think, and this is just me, even though I hated the design.
Oh boy.
Let's get some Harry Osborn up in here. Give me a.
Give
me some new Goblin.
Snowboarding.
Give me snowboarding.
Why not?
Cocky ass. Easy. Looking over, I'm the other man type of man.
He would be easy to do. Okay. So I think we're all gonna agree. I don't know who else to throw in there, but I just want the Build-A-Figure to be Rhino.
Oh, there's an easy one. Oh well, I wanted that.
Build-A-Figure to be Rhino.
I want that Rhino. You're right.
Okay.
Where's Gwen Stacy? The good one. The good one. Exactly. But where's the good one? I need the good Gwen Stacy.
You want the good Gwen Stacy?
I need the good Gwen Stacy.
What was that? Emma Stone, right?
That was Emma Stone. Yeah.
I love when she was on Saturday Night Live and she was like, "I played Gwen Stacy. Not Mary Jane. I'm the one that actually she's like that bitch that doesn't love him as much as I do."
One of my favorite things was how much she and Andrew got into being into their characters. My favorite one is that chemistry test they had on screen. There was them they were already dating and they were just oh man, I don't feel like the chemistry's quite there. Hey, can we bring this other guy in? And it's just this super bulky ass man, ripped. And she's just oh, and they're so you want to try it again with him? And she goes, oh, absolutely. And then the camera cuts away, and instead he's wearing a blonde wig, and it's Andrew and him. That was probably one of the funniest videos I've ever seen.
Yeah, I did he reprised that role on some late night show where he was in a cheap Spider-Man costume, got a couple bucks for a picture, and took off the mask.
I think that's a good one.
I'm so glad to see Andrew back. Okay, so yeah, definitely let's go ahead and get him in his original suit. So
Yeah.
okay, yeah, I think we got a wave right there.
I think so too. Another figure that I actually this is a personal figure for me. This is a love-hate relationship. Don't get me wrong. I could absolutely live my entire life without getting this. I kind of want the Harry Osborn Green Goblin as well from the Amazing Spider-Man 2. We got it in 4-inch scale. Like, it doesn't have good articulation. It does this. That's back when like 4-inch was starting to kind of like slowly fade off the map for some reason. There was a brief period there. So like I had the Amazing Spider-Man 2 suit, and again it had 5 points of articulation, and then they had the same thing with Electro, which had a light up effect. Oh no, it didn't.
No, it didn't. No, I've got that figure.
I had
but
that
it
tiny.
did not look at all like Jamie Foxx.
I know it looked like a 4-inch figure. And then the same thing with the Green Goblin
Well, the 6-inch didn't look like Jamie Foxx.
Oh, yeah, 6-inch doesn't... To be fair, the 6-inch Amazing Spider-Man 2 figure doesn't look like an Amazing Spider-Man 2. But, like, I enjoyed the alternate take they went with for that suit. I may not like either of the Harry Osborn Green Goblins in the end, but... like I feel like the actual suits themselves, and this is a reason why I say this out loud. I recently had this discussion. No one knows, but one of my best buddies, his name is Adam. We had this recent discussion lately about what we would want Sony wise. I want an Amazing Spider-Man 3 where I want Andrew to now realize he has the ability to fix his life and cure things. I want him to go cure his best friend. So you could give me that Green Goblin back with a better looking suit, and then you can just give me the figure of that. Like, I'm okay with it. I could live my whole life without it, but I feel like it could still look pretty cool if Hasbro is able to give me this type of quality for a Green Goblin. Can you imagine all the intricate detail I could get from that shit? It would be awesome.
Okay. Not my favorite pick, but we do got to fill out this one.
There's your deluxe.
Cool. I just want to be able to figure Rhino with a little opening hatch where I can see.
You know which Rhino I would rather have? The Spider-Man PS5 Rhino.
That's a game. I think there's room to do a game.
There is a ton of room, and you know what? Let's do that.
Did you find him in the game, by the way?
I'm gonna do that next episode. That's our next one. We're gonna build a Gamerverse wave.
Okay. Did you find him in Spider-Man 2 though?
I don't know. Yeah, I did. I don't know if you want to count that as real or not, but yeah, I found him.
It looked pretty real to me. I was like, oh boy.
You had to cheat for it in order to find it.
How dare you, sir?
No, like I saw it online.
Yeah, I did have to cheat for it. Anyway.
Yeah.
But they patched it too. So.
They patched it. Yeah. So I'm willing to say that doesn't count. But like so that was the thing though.
So we built a wave.
I liked that design of Rhino more than I liked I fought a man in a mechanical rhinoceros suit.
There is definitely also, because this would mean that Nate could get his Armor Mark II Spider-Man.
That's all right.
Shut up about. But yeah, we could throw that in a video game wave.
Yeah, we'll do that next time. That's how we'll end the year.
Did we build that wave last show?
We kind of built that wave.
We built that wave last show because we were all wanted Miles's last look.
We were talking about it from like a suit's perspective. We didn't talk about it from like a villain's perspective.
So we're talking about just a wave. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anyway. Do we have anything to discuss that we were going to do this week?
There's nothing that I want to discuss on this particular show.
So we've got everything out.
But I will go ahead.
I'll
go ahead and talk about the new show that people can look forward to. So the title's been kind of up in the air. I think we're leaning on Nerds That Talk Too Much or something like that.
We need to get into the Discord.
We'll get in like the nitty gritty here in a little bit, but on Super Cool Nerd Show, you guys spend a lot of time talking about the news that comes out, but you guys don't really get to dive into it.
No.
Here, you and I talk about toys and
long form discussion topics.
We kind of talk about it,
and we've done this before. We did it with like Last of Us.
Yeah,
Cass and I discussed that.
We do those as like separate videos, not necessarily as like an actual show. So from now on, I will be hosting a new show where we can do more like one-on-one discussions about either a nerdy news topic or a toy line or something else that we can kind of get into like the nitty gritty. So instead of stuff like that,
Cass has wanted to do for a while too.
Yeah. So but the best part is everybody from the show, all sorts of them.
We can make this happen.
Yeah. So look forward to that. I don't know when the first episode comes out. Probably it could either be by the end of the year or it could be by beginning of next year. But I think we're going to try to record the first one immediately after this, actually.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Well, that is it for Alternate Heads. This, our bi-weekly talk. Let me go ahead and just get that music going here. I don't know how to get the music going. Why isn't the music going, Jason?
Why haven't you been doing? How long have you been doing this again?
I've been doing this for a while, and
God, Jason, this is why we don't get top show quality. It's almost as
There
if
we
we.
go.
It's not like we've been to San Diego Comic-Con.
We do have some other videos coming out there. I do have our toy hunt video, which is probably up already. We did get to go to an influencer event here at Hut Shack, opening up here in Dallas. I had a lot of fun with that one. Really fun video. Go check that out.
Heck yeah.
Got some toy reviews coming back to the channel as well. Did that Super Action Kyogen, which was fun to do.
We got more stuff. Everything's coming.
So yeah, that's it for that. You can find me, of course, at JasonEX on all the social medias out there. Check out supercoolnerdshow.com. Nate, where can they find you?
You can find me, speaking of Nier, on Twitter at NierPlasma, or you can just find me by my actual name on Instagram, which is at Nathan Benunis.
All right, guys, that is it for us. Always stop and smell the plastic. We'll catch y'all next time.
Wait a minute.